Okay, Team Impact. We are moving on. We are in lesson 4, chapter 4, uh, multiplying mixed numbers. And we're really going to probably end up spending a couple days on this. Today is, I believe, Wednesday. Thursday will be kind of a review of everything. And then you're going to be off for 5 days. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get circled up to this so we can get squared away here. I'm going to jump to the homework, which starts on page 285. We're going to do numbers 1 through 10, and I'm going to end up doing a few of these with you. I'll take a look at those with you. I'm going to flip it over. I want to do 12 and 13. Excuse me, definitely going to do those with you. Okay, and then numbers 18 through 24. We have a lot of reps. We need to get rocking and rolling. If you need to watch this twice, that's okay. So again, we're multiplying mixed numbers. I'm going to jump right into it. Okay, and here we go. So I'm going to start on page 284, and we're going to go from there. Okay. So we've been multiplying a fraction and a fraction and a whole number. Now we're going to go a mixed number, which is a whole number and a fraction, and two mixed numbers. All right. So what we have to do is an added step here. And what I mean is I'm going to rewrite the problem as 1/2 times. And then what I'm going to do is switch this to an improper fraction. So really, to switch this to an improper fraction, you multiply and you add. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 and 3 is really 19. The denominator doesn't change. Let me say it again. I take the denominator times the whole number, get 16. 16 plus 3 is 19, and the denominator doesn't change. And then what I'm going to do is just put that over 8, right? Okay. And now, at this point, we can do our factoring, our reducing. So there's nothing top to bottom combination. 1 times 19 is 19. 2 times 8 is 16. And really what we're going to have to do is switch this back to a mixed number. There's a lot of work here. 16 into 19 goes one time. And really, I'll put an X over that so I don't get confused. Subtract and get 3. 3 is my numerator, and my denominator doesn't change. Okay? Okay, here we go. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So that's 7 over 4 times. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14 over 5. So now, at this point, I'm looking to reduce top to bottom combination, and here it is. 4 doesn't go into 14, but a common factor of both of these is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7, right? Now, 7 times 7 is 49. 2 times 5 is 10. And we could chop this down. 10 goes into 4. No, but it does go into 49 4 times, which is 40. That is my new numerator, and my denominator doesn't change. A lot of you will be able to go from here to here mentally, which is excellent. Okay. Okay, let's, instead of going to here, let's come down to 4 because I'm running out of room there. Melanie is training for a track meet. She ran 2 1/4 miles 5 times a week. How far did she run this week? 2 1/4 times 5. Well, I'm instantly just going to put that over 1. This ends up as 9/4 times 5 over 1. Top to bottom combination, there is none. 9 times 5 is 45. 4 times 1 is 4. And I forgot we need to chop this down, don't we? 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 5 once. 1 is my numerator, and my denominator doesn't change. 11 1/4, all right, miles. I want to label that, okay? So the biggest change is getting it to an improper, multiplying and adding, and then switching it back to a mixed number. Let's continue on into our homework, and I'm going to start here and jump around a little bit. Probably do about 6 together here. And let's start down here with number 4. 1's pretty easy. Okay. 1 2/3 times 1 1/4. 3 times 1 plus 2 is 5/3 times 5/4. Okay. Top to bottom combination, we have none. That is 25. 3 times 4 is 12. If you chop the tree down, the tree falls inside the house. 12 goes into 2. No. 12 goes into 25 2 times. That is 24. Subtract and get 1. If there's nothing left to bring down, that is my numerator, and my denominator doesn't change. Okay? 2 and 1/12. Let's jump ahead here and do number 6. 6 2/3, so it's 18 2 is 20 over 3 times 3 3/10. 33 over 10. Okay? You got to be able to do that, and that's mental math. All right. Now, top to bottom combination, I have a bunch. I have this and this. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 33 11 times. 10 goes into 10 once. 10 goes into 22 times. I have nothing left but 1s on the bottom. 2 times 11 is 22 over 1, which equals 22. Okay? So, another good question here. Let's take a look at number 7. All right, just jumping around, trying to give you a head start here. We're going to do 7, and then we're going to jump to the other page. I said we get 5 or 6, and that's what we'll get. A carp can travel at a speed of 3 7/10 miles per hour. At this rate, how far can a carp travel in 2.5 hours? So what you have to understand is distance, which is how far it can go, equals rate times time. A carp is a type of fish, right? So 3 times 10 is 30, plus 7 is 37 over 10, times 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5 over 2. All right? Okay, so let's do our factoring. I have a 5 and a 10. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 10 twice. 37 times 1 is 37. 2 times 2 is 4. If we chop it down, 4 goes into 37 9 times. That's 36. I subtract and get 1. 1 is my numerator. My denominator doesn't change. Now, before I circle it, at this rate, how far can it travel? It can travel 9 1/4 miles. Seems pretty far for a fish, huh? Okay, so make sure you're labeling that. We got the impropers. Again, another distance equals rate times time. What I'm going to do is kind of flip over here and take a look at 12 and 13. We're not doing anything here, so you actually could just put it next there if you wanted. And let's go to work. 3/4 times 2 times 2 is 4. 5 seconds times 4/5. Okay, now we've got it set up. Now, when you have 3 fractions, you can start factoring however you want. And what I've told you before is anytime you see the same number on the top and bottom, cancel them off and put a 1 because we're dividing it. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Now, 2 doesn't go into 3. Let's multiply it through. 3 over 2, which equals 1 1/2. Okay, should be able to take this into 1, subtract. 1's my numerator. My denominator doesn't change. Let's try that again with number 13 here. 1/7 times 35 over 6 times 5/4. Okay, got a little bit of a mess here, but let's see what we have. I see nothing. I see a combination of possibly where here? 7 and 35. There they go. 7 goes into 7 once, and 7 goes into 35 5 times. So nothing left. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 4 is 24. Chop the tree down. 25, 4 goes into that one time. Subtract and get 1. Nothing left. That is my numerator. My denominator doesn't change, and I circle it. Okay, so that's a good start. We got 5 done. Again, we've already circled up, so you should know what to do. Get that done, and make sure you're factoring and show your work, please. Okay, have a good day.